Hi Y10. What I'm going to look at now, just very quickly, is looking at some common errors in writing. So this is from your week 4 work from your term 5 home learning, and it's task number 6 that I'm looking at, which is just identifying some errors in sentences about social issues. Quite often these are things that I see in your writing, or similar to things I see in your writing, so it's just things for you to watch out for when you're doing the work yourself. So I've got 5 sentences here. The number of errors is in brackets, and I'm just going to talk through them. So something that a lot of you do quite often is you put meh in front of a verb. You don't need a meh in front of a verb unless it's something that you're doing to yourself. So like you're brushing your hair or washing your face or talking to yourself. Those are things that you're doing to yourself. For this, ayudar is help. We're not helping ourselves, so we don't need that meh, okay? The other thing that you quite often do is you forget to change the ending of your verb. Now you know that ayudar means help, but it means to help. So we want to say I help. So that needs to become ayudo, okay? So those, I'm going to count that as one error because you put me ayudar instead of saying ayudo. Okay, so I'm just going to put the correct version there. Ayudo. Un organization benéfica. So benéfica has an A on the end. This, so we know that this word is going to be feminine, so it should be una. The way that we know this is any ION words in Spanish are feminine. However, we have a bit of a spelling issue here. That is the English spelling. In Spanish, we don't have T-I-O-N, we have C-I-O-N. Okay? Una organización benéfica. Oh, my mistake. I counted that as 2 errors. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Okay, so we've got our ayudo, our verb needs to be conjugated. We don't have a me. Una is feminine, and our spelling here. Okay, so those are our 4. For our next one, me gustaría trabajo en el tienda con fines benéficos. So we've got 2 errors to find. Me gustaría we know means I would like, so that's fine. And we're talking about I would like to work in the shop, yeah, in this charity shop. So first mistake that we've got here, trabajo means I work. So at the moment it says I would like, I work. So it should be me gustaría trabajar. I would like to work. After me gustaría we have to have our infinitive. En el tienda. Tienda is a feminine word, so it can't be el. It needs to be la. Okay? I'm not going to write the rest of that sentence because I don't think we need to. Me gustaría trabajar en la tienda con fines benéficos. Excuse me. Quería recaudar fondos para una caridad. So we've got 3 errors to find here. They are all spelling errors in this one. So I want to raise funds for a charity is our sentence. It's nearly there, but we've got a couple of issues. Now the first one, the word funds in Spanish has an O, so it's fondos, not fundos. Caridad, charity, anytime a word ends in D-A-D, like the ION words, it's always feminine. So it should be una caridad. And I want should be quiero, okay? Q-U-I-E-R-O. Quiero recaudar fondos para una caridad. And those are our 3. Podríamos mejorar la calidad de vida de muy personas. Okay, we've got 3 errors in this sentence. We've got a mixture. The first one that I'm going to look at is a spelling error, and that is this verb here, mejorar. Now you can see in our task above, mejorar is to improve. Okay, so we're saying we could improve the quality of life of many people. Mejorar is our spelling issue there. The next one I'm going to come to is this one. This is an error that I get a lot. Muy means very. Now we know that because muy has a Y and very has a Y. The word that we want is lots of, which is mucho, but we're talking about personas, so it needs to be muchas, okay? Muchas is a lot of or many, okay? But muy, very, that Y there, okay? A lot of, muchas, muy, very. And our last one, so this is our conditional tense, podríamos. A couple of verbs are a bit irregular in the conditional tense, and poder is one of them. In the conditional tense and in the future, we've seen before, we don't need that E, podríamos. It's a bit like tener. When we say I would have, we don't say tenería, we say tendría, okay? Because there's a slight change. It's exactly the same with poder. There's a slight change and we don't need that don't need that E, sorry. And our last one, necesitamos donaciones para dar de comer y beber a los sin techo. Two errors here, both of them are spelling ones. Now, we've got a T-I-O-N, same as we had up here. As I told you before, we don't have T-I-O-N in Spanish, it's C. So it should be donaciones with a C, okay? Donaciones, so that's our first one. We need donations in order to give food and drink to the homeless. The second word that we've got spelt wrong here is the homeless, and it should be techo, okay? So make sure you've got those spellings right. These are very little things that I see quite regularly, especially things like me, ayudar, and me gustaría trabajo. So just be aware of spotting those common errors in your own writing, especially if you're in a rush. If you have anything you want to send to me for me to check, I'm more than happy to check it over and give you some personal feedback.